This episode of the Kintsugi Podcast is brought to you by Pause, Breathe, Reflect, which can help you bring mindfulness to your everyday moments. Hey there, it's Michael. Welcome to Friday, my fellow like-hearted humans. On Fridays, I like to share a moment with you to pause, breathe, reflect before you slide into the weekend. I started my practice over 20 years ago when I was feeling completely overwhelmed. I knew I had to slow things down. So I started my practice. And I called it Pause, Breathe, Reflect. And the reflect element was essential because it created space for me to practice gratitude and set my intentions on what kind of ripple I wanted to ripple into the world. When I left the hospital, I continued my studies, discovered MBSR, and became a qualified teacher. And now, I love sharing the value of mindfulness with humans all around the world through the Kintsugi Podcast and our app. So we can change our relationship with stress, sleep better, and bring mindfulness to our everyday moments. So mindfulness can be a way of living as opposed to some transactional thing we do during our morning routine. So if you're ready, let's do a short practice together. One of the best feelings I have every day is noticing my feet hitting the ground for the very first time when I wake up and start to get out of bed. It's an indicator that I made it through the night, but it also feels grounded, stable. So for our practice, we'll focus in on that feeling of stability, of groundedness. So you can do this practice standing in mountain pose, or you may wish to do this seated. I'll encourage you to take off your shoes and your socks so you can really feel the ground beneath you. So when you're ready, settle into that position that feels right for you. You can close your eyes if you like, or you can leave them open. And let's drop in. We'll begin with a few grounding inhales as we do. Breathing up fully through your nose if that's possible. And as you breathe out and bring a sense of groundedness to your posture. Full breath in and a nice grounding, releasing breath out. And when it feels natural, settle into the normal rhythm of the breath. And now offer your attention to your feet. Notice how they feel as they're planted firmly on the ground. Bring forward this sense of groundedness, of stability. With all that's happening in the world, all that will happen in the new year, take this moment to cultivate a sense of groundedness, of stability. You may wish to visualize that You're like a mighty oak tree that can bend when it gets windy, but it has strong roots. It's stable and grounded. And with each breath in and each breath out, sense this groundedness that's within you. You may wish to use a mantra to help cultivate this sense of stability that is within you. As you breathe in, you can breathe in, I am strong. And as you breathe out, you can repeat, I am stable. Breathing in, I am strong. Breathing out, I am stable. All right. Nice job. When you feel ready, you can start to open your eyes and wiggle those beautiful fingers and toes and perhaps give your body a little stretch. And you may wish to reflect or journal on how you can bring this sense of groundedness into your day and into the year. I hope you enjoyed this moment to slow things down. And if you found it valuable, I hope you'll share it with a friend. You can find other practices like this one on our Pause, Breathe, Reflect app, and you can find the app wherever you happen to find apps. And you always have an open invitation to join one of our live practices throughout the week with other like-hearted humans. It's a space where everyone belongs, regardless of who you voted for, where you live, how much money you make, who you love, and if you pray. So I hope you'll join us. The only thing we ask is that you bring a loving heart to our space. On Tuesday, I'll share another inspiring story of connection with you on the Kintsugi Podcast. Until then, have a meaningful weekend and ripple something worth rippling into the world.